And we were asking Halil about the agape love that she spreads throughout the world.
Yes, I have learned agape love. I think that I know that I can say that I've learned agape love. So I'm going to explain what agape love is. Agape is a Greco-Christian term referring to love, the highest form of love, charity, and the love of God for man and of man for God. The word is not to be confused with philia, brotherly love, as it embraces a universal, unconditional love that transcends and persists regardless of circumstance.
Which can never, ever, ever be achieved. Because people put stipulations on love.
But I don't.
And they say, I love did you. But
I'm a
then,
sucker.
when people do things to you that you don't like, and everybody got that line, and when that line gets crossed, agape love goes out the window. But we say agape love. But it's something that we try to attain, but we never attain, because there will be something sometime, somewhere, that somebody going to do something to you. That's when they're going to talk about your mama.
Broke
they gonna,
everything
the
that they
crack
could break
that broke
in my
the mama's
apartment.
back. And
everything that they could break in my apartment, ripped our pictures together, slashed my tire when I just got it fixed, and I bailed that person out of jail. 2 weeks later.
Agape.
That's not agape. That's foolishness.
And that's what people who have not learned agape.
Girl, keep your money in your pocket.
That's what people who have not reached the level of agape.
Bring you back and kill you.
No, really,
That
because
was
the
a setup.
people in my life, I want to know what real love is, you know? And I don't know if they'll experience that with anybody else, whether they're my significant other or family member
Or somebody
or
else's
friend,
significant other.
or someone else's significant other.
Shame on you. That's not
I'm just
agape.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm not
She
like
just
that.
spreading love around.
But real love,
Goodies.
real love. Like, honestly, I think that it's the most beautiful feeling. It can hurt sometimes, but I believe that, first of all, the Bible speaks about, God not giving us or putting too much on us that we can't bear. And I believe that as the person that I am, because I've always dealt with my heart matters in a particular way, God knows who I am. I just had to figure out who I was and how to deal with the gifts that he gave me, so.
And even if you were down to your last, you would give out
Just
of your
did it.
need and have nothing left over, because you just want to show and exemplify agape
Out
love.
of my need.
Yes.
The Bible also speaks of not being a fool. I'm not being a fool because I can choose to love you, but I won't. I won't.
But love
I
is
won't-
an action word.
Love is action, and so I would do to my best of my ability for you.
But what's the best of one's ability is subjective. Like my kids. They would say, ooh, I studied all night for this test and I still got a D because it was the best of my ability. That was not the best of your ability, because you should have been studying all month. You waited to the last minute, did a little
You're
cram
right.
course. But to you, I did my best. That was not your best. Because if you did your best, you would have gotten an A, because you are an A child. So if you get something less than an A, then that's not your best, because you didn't do your best. So there was something that you could have done or something that you didn't do that caused you not to get that A.
You're absolutely right.
So people actually confuse what doing their best really is.
Exactly.
So you got to put forth those efforts throughout the time compared to just a small amount of time to achieve what your best is.
Yeah.
Because you're good enough is what you're calling.
Yes.
Your best.
Your best.
You're just good enough. You're just barely
Right.
making it. Absolutely.
I
And
think your heart is different than that, though. I don't think it's the same as just, doing a test at school. I study one night. No, your heart matters is a lifelong embedded thing. So it can deal with what you don't even remember. How you were treated before you can remember how you were treated.
What happens when somebody stabs you in the heart?
Well,
you die.
the people that I've met have really said to me, they kind of made me realize how big my heart was, actually, because they would look at, even the guys in my life, they would go, why do you have any of the people in your life that you have in your life?
Does
What
it
are
create
they?
drama for you?
No, it's because most of those people are my family, and my heart goes out to them because I don't want to. Even when I was younger, I would tell my sister called me her guardian angel. Like, she's the eldest and my brother is older than me and I was the youngest at the time. But literally they looked up to me. And I felt like if I was to obtain something that they couldn't in the situation that we were coming from, I had to give it my all to give it to them.
Do you feel that pressure? Because sometimes that could bring on a lot of pressure.
That is a lot of
Now you
pressure.
got
Is love and loyalty the same thing?
Nope.
Because it may be, you may love them, but you just may be more loyal to showing them something different. I think when I love myself, I really love me some me. Like,
That's the best.
like,
That's a good thing.
I gotta be.
That's a good
You better
thing.
quit,
A lot of people don't.
Yes, honey.
like I love me some me, but I also can be loyal to you. But because I love me, that doesn't mean I don't love you. I just can't do the things for
Exactly.
you because that takes away or that minimizes. If it's going to hurt me, if it's going to put me in a situation where I don't have my oxygen mask on first and I can't even help you because I can't help myself.
And that was my
And my
problem.
loyalty says that I'm not going to leave you stranded, but I'm going to walk through this journey with you. I just can't give you the $500,000.
And that's what I'm learning.
But I can help you, my commitment to you is to help you, support you while you walk through this thing alone. I might be able to help you brainstorm an idea, or I might just be a shoulder that you can cry on.
Yeah.
And that's what my loyalty
And
is, because
sometimes
a lot
that's
of people,
what I can do for you.
and a lot of people say, you don't really love me. I do. I love me more. But don't get it twisted. I do.
So
I
at this
love me
table, we
more.
happen to have more than one hope dealer. Because what you
guess
said
so.
was you give people you may not always give them everything you got, but you're willing to walk through the path
Right,
with them,
right,
which is giving them
absolutely.
hope to achieve
and for
whatever it is they
me-
want to achieve.
And that's loyalty. Like, I'm committed to you, not your fair weather friend, not just when you're on top popping
Right.
tags and bottles, but now you're here in a situation, whether you got man-made natural disaster or however you got in there. I don't mind being with you in your trenches,
Beautiful.
but understand that I need you to love yourself as much as, my mom used to tell me all the time, you can't want more for somebody than they want for themselves.
I agree with that.
Because you can be loyal to a job, which speaks to commitment, but not love the job.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
A lot of people are in that particular situation.
Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Did it for 22 years. I was loyal. I was committed employee.
Showed up every
But I had
day.
to learn. I had to learn.
And then they fired you on a Friday on your day off.
Actually,
for
they didn't
stealing
fire me, I
boxes.
left.
Press the button there.
For stealing mine.
A minute before you sent
never
me
coming
my
back.
firing papers, my pink slip, I turned in my quit notice.
I just got knowledgeable about what jobs offer, and they don't offer things that for your best interest. They always offer for their best interest.
Absolutely.
So I had to achieve the knowledge to know that, I had to
Right.
build my own if I wanted to achieve what my vision has for me.
Right. And not only that, but something that you can leave behind.
Legacies.
Right now, I've met, I think within maybe the last 2 or 3 months, I've met 3 people that have actually, one I am just enamored with. He started a salon, a daycare, and several other things, not because he wanted to be a serial entrepreneur, but he literally started a business for each one of his kids, had them work through it, and then
Nice.
handed it over to them.
Wow.
That may not have been their profession of choice, but that was their business. You are the manager. You have a director. You have a staff. You have everything
I'm gonna do
else.
that.
So you do that.
That's working.
The landlord
Let me
where
write that
my
down
gym
real
was, his parents literally bought a plot of land, built 2
kid's
little,
set.
small little plaza industrial things, and opened businesses and a restaurant. Him and his brother, literally, parents built it and then passed it on. That's not their job, but that is a source of income. And I've been talking with my siblings. I was like, I love our parents, but my father was military. Like, you couldn't build an army and leave it to us or anything.
And why not?
But
They call
it would
them
be a different
vigilantes.
vigilantes. Yeah. And that's a whole nother, the McCoys and Hatfields is a whole nother
Oh,
thing.
boy.
Yes.
But literally, even though our parents were not in a situation, being in a foreign country, raising us, to do what others that I've I've met have done, I'm now looking to my siblings. I'm like, what can we build together so that it continuously creates revenue? So, because we get into hard times and we can't help each other out. But hey, if we've got something where we're investing 5 to 10 hours a week, is a lot of us. You don't need to do 40. You do 40, you're doing the most. But literally using our skill sets, so that we, not only when we're done with it, we can pass it on to our nieces and nephews as well.
Well, that's beautiful, because I've been having the same conversation with my siblings. I got a brother and a sister who are both entrepreneur-minded, and I've been talking to them about, putting a family business together, so we can do the same thing for our family. So that's big time.
Is a family business someone that you go into business with that has your DNA? Is that what we constitute as family, biological, or is family somebody who's been there, you grew up together, you had each other's back, and you now work out? Because
I can look at it both ways.
Because biologically, we can't control that.
That's true.
So you my brother, not because I wanted you to be my brother, not because I chose you to be my brother, but you're my brother because of birth, biological blood. But here's old dude over here.
Who's more family to me than you can ever be.
Exactly.
Right.
So when we start talking about family, are we talking about this person over here that's been there, although my biological brother might not have been there for me, but this brother has been here for me, and me now growing something?
Right.
It don't have to be a difference.
I was personally speaking on biological, but I would do it both ways. If I had that person that I can ride or die with and got that trust and believe in, I will definitely make that move.
Now, I would partner with the person that I grew up with. Like, literally, we could work in the same office. Like, we're planning this thing together. Me and Halil gonna open this thing, and we're gonna sit, we're gonna talk, we're gonna do whatever. I know my siblings. I know them. I am the oldest. So I am not going to partner with them on anything. When I say starting a business, it literally has to be, for me, the idea was a car wash. A little drive-through self-car wash thing. Nobody has to be there full-time, because knowing my sister, well, I got the kids and I got soccer and I got this. But us going together is we're all investing. We're all putting in something. My brother does photography, so you in charge of marketing. My baby sister's a great spokesperson. You do, you make calls and whatever. My other sister works HR. You hire the people that come in throughout so I think when you're looking at it that way, you got to know your audience. You got to know who you're working with. My mother, when I managed in retail, my mom was like, why you want to hire me? And I was like, because you're going to always be my mom. And I could see your day to be in. You'd be like, girl, I'm tired today. I'm your mama. I'm your boss. It ain't going to fly. So no.
No, Mom, not this time.
Not at all. Right.
But even when you're in business with family, you still have to have those contracts in place.
Of course. No,
because
definitely.
Because
Holding them accountable.
I'm family, come and go as I please, do what I want to do. I'm family. You ain't gonna fire me. I got a stake in this. I own 25%. Da 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 da. There still has to be the business aspect. And we got into this because you were family, but the minute you stop acting like family, hit this clause in the contract that say you out.
Yes.
Right.
Not all the time. Cross off the T's.
It's hard when like working for my mother. I was working for my mother, and it was hard for me because it was like, okay, I want to take a lunch break. You told me I get an hour lunch break. You stuck with me my whole lunch break.
But you had an hour lunch break.
No, sir.
Right?
You trying to tell me where I can go, where I can't go on my lunch break, like. And it's dependent on the day,
for the house on
right?
Your lunch break.
Oh, can you go to Family Dollar? What?
On your
that ain't
lunch
where I want to
break.
go on my lunch.
Right.
When
Not
I clock
my lunch
in,
break.
look,
It's
when I
your
clock
lunch
in,
break.
I can go to
And
Family
then you
Dollar.
can
I
extend
do it on
my
your
lunch
time.
break when
Right.
you want to, because you got somewhere you want me to run with you. But that deducted from my hours because you say, well, you ain't really do that much work because you was on the road with me. I could have been in the office making my money. Like.
Right. Well, that's what with my siblings, if we work together, it has to be in areas that they are passionate about.
Yes, I would
not
agree with
putting
that.
them in a
No
place where they
shade.
don't want to be or
Not
what
just
they'll
plugging
do.
them in.
Right, but you literally strategically planning something where my brother's photography and videography is the source of functioning in that somewhere where my sister's HR skills is the source. It's not intrusive but inclusive in her day. So whatever we do, and if we never come up with something that actually encapsulates all of our gifts, but can operate and manage on its own, then we just ain't gonna do it. Because I'm not gonna get stuck.
Exactly.
Now I'm on 40 hours a week because we divided it by 6, and all of a sudden now ain't nobody else showing up.
You
or
going the
anything
other
like
way
that.
on me.
That's right.
As
And
my
that's
daddy
why
said, with your
sometimes-
palms turned up towards heaven, looking for a handout.
And that's why sometimes you can't go into business with family.
I agree.
Because the maturity level isn't there. I mean, even if it is there, life situations and circumstances come into play. When you got into the business, you were single. So now you get married, and hubby don't want you to work in the business anymore, and now you got friction in your own home and things of that nature. So it has happened.
Got to be more careful.
It has happened
What you
before.
mean that can't work?
I
Actually,
want you to be home barefoot, naked, kitchen, bedroom.
First of
that's
all,
where you do.
you
The
That's where
moment
you
I get
go.
in the driveway.
First
That's
of all,
right.
you can't fry bacon butt naked. I'm just gonna let you know.
Right?
You can if you can handle the pops.
I don't know what can
That's right. That's right.
If you can handle the grease, you can.
Oh, sir, hand me that road.
Yeah,
Right.
don't fry. Just put it in the oven.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna microwave your baby. That's all. If
gonna
you're with
make
me,
it
you
work.
ain't getting bacon no way. Let's start off there.
We're gonna
You
make
ain't
it
getting
work.
bacon. I dated a guy one time who told me I could work 4 hours a week. I said, where they do that at? Even Avon people work longer than that. That was a short-lived moment. An extremely short-lived moment. But he was old
Depends
school.
upon what he wanted you to do the other hours of the week.
He was old world Polish. He was very old world. His grandmother never worked. His mother never worked. Like they were at home with the kids type stuff. So he had that same mentality. Well, they are also like 80 and 90. Like, so they ain't gonna work.
Any men like that? Polish men, 980-643.
877-342. I'll marry you if you're really a prince.
Hey,
You are sick.
let's get it.
Oh my God.
Yo, Dr. Miss.
Hey,
I will be the cabana boy.
Bless him.
that's the
Well,
business.
For 4 hours a week.
Right. Put the beers in this.
I got no issues
Business.
with somebody else bringing home the bacon, and frying it up.
But naked.
But it gotta
But,
be thick cut peppered bacon.
Oh,
Like, don't
Jesus.
be bringing back no off brand bacon.
With like the honey on it.
I'm talking about
Right.
if you out there
Maple.
making
The
money,
maple
you better
syrup.
really be out there making money. Because if you ain't doing enough for the both of us and what we doing, I'm getting back out there, baby.
She want the real pig.
I want the whole
with the
pig. I
apple
don't
in
want a
his
strip.
mouth and everything.
Yeah.
Right. She trying to get a luau. Exactly. She trying to get a luau pig right
I
there.
want all of that.
How can
Christmas
people follow
pig.
you, get in contact with you, follow your show, your broadcast, all that fun stuff?
I'm on Facebook at Albert Horne.
How
Instagram.
you spell horn?
Oh, I'm sorry. Horne. Horne. Instagram. Albert Horne. Horne. SR80. Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the Albert Horne Show.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, you got that. I love it.
To the whoop.
I love it.
To the woo. Family, you're
There it
tuned
is.
in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media.
The voice
of the community.
Listen to that voice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. You got that.
It's a wrap. I can eat.